ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्याः परशतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं। जन्माद्यस्य अतः यतः अन्वयात् इतरतः अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र सर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। With Bhagavan's grace, we will take up Adhyayam 3 today in Skandham 4. We saw in Adhyayam 1, the lineage was described, the creation, the Visargam. And then in Adhyayam 2, we saw the progeny, the procreations, and finally we came up to Prasuti, Daksha, and the 16th daughter Sati was married to Daksha Prajapati, and then what happened with Daksha Prajapati when the Satrayagam was being performed, and how Daksha threw a curse on Sivaperuman and walked out angrily of the Yagasalai. Then how Nandikeswara threw a curse on not only Daksha but all those Brahmanas who supported him, who were pleased at hearing his command or his curse. Then Bhrigu Muni then in turn threw a curse on the followers of Sivaperuman, saying, "May you all be atheists." Right? And hearing all these exchange of words and unpleasant words and cruel words being spoken to and fro, Bhagavan, as any mother would do in any situation when the children quarrel, what will the mother do? Or sometimes what will the father do? They will very sadly, they will leave the place. That is what happened. Sivaperuman left the place. Then the remaining Brahmanas, including Bhrigu Muni, all the other Prajapati, they completed the Satrayagam and went to their house, went to their own place. Up to that point we came. Now, Atha Trutiyodhyayaha. Now the third Adhyayam. Maitreya Uvacha Sada Vishatoho Evam Kalo Vai Driyamanayoho Jamatuhu Sasurasya Api Sumahan Atichakrame. Now, Bhagavan Krishna will try and take up to Slokam 10 today if possible. The Slokangal are very simple and just quick Padarthangal, and it is what happened. This is what it describes. Beyond that, no particular depth into this. Okay. Sada Vishatorevam Kalo Vai Driyamanayoho Jamatuhu Surasyapi Sumahan Atichakrame. Evam, thus, Sada, always, Vishatoho, with enduring enmity, Driyamanayoho, living like that, being like that, Jamatuhu, and Surasya Api. Jamatuhu is the son-in-law. Suraha is the father-in-law. So, Jamatuhu Surasya Api, between the two of them, the enduring enmity, like this. Sumahan Kalaha. Mahan, for a very long time. Sumahan, for a very long time. Ati Chakrame. It passed like this, with enduring enmity for a very long time. This was going on. Yada Abhishiktaha Dakshastu Brahmana Parameshtina Prajapatinam Sarvesham Adhipatye Smayah Abhavat. Yada Abhishiktaha Dakshastu Brahmana Parameshtina Prajapatinam Sarvesham Adhipatye Smayah Abhavat. Even right in the beginning, this is a common thing. As Swami says, whatever difficulties you're experiencing, happening in all the time, from time immemorial, there will be good and bad, there will be jealousy, there will be peace, there will be love. All these are there. It's a mixture, misram. Creation is misram, mixture, with good and bad always. And my duty is to, as the Hamsa bird does, is to suck only the good out of it, the divinity out of it. So that is the challenge. That is the play. Okay, that is the play of the game, the play of the life. So here, Smayaha means pride, arrogance. So why Daksha became arrogant, headweight, as we say colloquially. Why? Yada, when Parameshtina Brahmadeva, by Brahmadeva, Dakshan, Sarvesham, for all the Sarvesham Prajapatinam, for all Prajapatis, Adhipatye, was being established in the topmost post, the boss, the first among them, so to speak. Okay? When he was appointed as the chief of all the Prajapatis, the topmost position among all the Prajapatis, the Brahmadeva, Yada, when Parameshtina Dakshaha Abhishiktaha, by Brahma, the Dakshan was coronated, Patabhishekam, when he was given the Patabhishekam like this. Smayaha, for the Dakshan, Smayaha, Garvam, arrogance and pride and ego, Abhavat, happened. Being attracted, being swayed by money, swaying by power, swaying by position, popularity, whatever it is. Okay, Smayaha, that Garvam should never come. But it happened because of that. Yada अभिषिक्तः दक्षस्तु ब्रह्मणा परमेष्ठिना प्रजापतीनां सर्वेषाम् आधिपत्ये स्मयः अभवत्. नंबर 3, इष्ट्वा स वाजपेयेन ब्रह्मिष्ठान् अभिभूय च बृहस्पतिसवं नाम समारेभे क्रतुत्तमम्. इष्ट्वा सह वाजपेयेन ब्रह्मिष्ठान् अभिभूय च बृहस्पतिसवं नाम समारेभे क्रतुत्तमम्. So what did Daksha do? Saha, that Daksha, Brahma Nishthan. Nishtha means to humiliate, to deride, to disrespect. No, the Brahma Nishthan, this is not Brahmishtan, it is Brahma Nishthan actually. And they were, the meaning is exactly the opposite of what I told you. The people who are established in Brahman all the time, that is Sivaperuman, Brahma, and people like that. So, Brahmishtan Abhibhuya. Abhibhuya means to insult, to disrespect, to deride, okay, to behave towards the people who should be worshipped in a disrespectful way. So, Brahmishtan Abhibhuya Saha, that Dakshan, Brahmishtan Abhibhuya. Those Brahmishta, Brahma Nishtai, people who are always in that, we say he's a Nishtai. Nishtai means established, firmly, unshakably in Brahman. And the people like that, like Sivaperuman, people like the Brahmanishtan, Abhibhuya, insulting them, after insulting them, people like Sivaperuman and his followers, Vajapayena Ishtva, he conducted a yagam called Vajapeya yagam. Then after finishing that, Brihaspati Savam Nama, Kratu Uttamam, another yagam called Brihaspati Savam. That is Uttamam. This is a very exalted yagam it was. That one, Samarebhe, he began. After concluding, after insulting Sivaperuman, he conducted a yagam called Vajapeya yagam. After finishing that, he started another exalted yagam called Brihaspati Savam. Ishtva saha Vajapeyena Brahmishtan Abhibhuya cha Brihaspati Savam nama Samarebhe Kratuttamam. Tasmin Brahma Rishayah Sarve Deva Rishihi Pitru Devataha Asan Krutas Satyayanaha Tatpatnischa Bhartrukaha. One second, let me get it here. Now, Slokam 4, Tasmin Brahma Rishayah Sarve Deva Rishi Pitru Devataha. The word now, Padangal are very simple, you can understand. Asanna, asan means to be seated. Kruta Swasti Ayanaha. Okay, break it like that. Kruta Swasti Ayanaha Tat Patniyascha Bhartrukaha. Tasmin in that yagam, which yagam? Brihaspati Savam, the one he began. In that yagam, Sarve Brahma Rishaya, Sarve all, Brahma Rishaya, Brahma Rishis, Deva Rishi, Pitru Devataha, the Deva Rishigal, Pitru Devataigal, all of them, Kruta, Swasti, Ayanaha, all these Brahma Rishis, Deva Rishis, Pitru Devadegal, everybody who's present in that yagam, they were all extremely appropriately, beautifully, they were all attended to. Very, very nicely, they were all served extremely well. They were attended to and served very well. Asanne, so they were all seated there. Tat patniyascha, their wives also, sa bhartrukaha, along with their husbands, krita swasti ayanaha, they were also properly attended to and served, along with the Brahma Rishi, Deva Rishi, Pitru Devadegal, along with their wives, they were all seated there, very nicely and appropriately attended to and served. Okay? In Tamil we say upasarikaradu. Okay? And it is that's the word here actually. Krita swasti ayanaha. That's the word I can think of. Better than serving and attending to. Okay? Really serving them. Okay? Completely. Now Slokam 5, 6 and 7. Tat upasrutya nabhasi kesharanam prajalpatam sati dakshayani devi pitru yajna mahotsavam. Now this is what's happening in this yagam. At that time, what did Sati do? Tat upasrutya nabhasi kecharanam prajalpatam sati dakshayani devi pitru yajna mahotsavam. Nabhasi means in the sky. What happened in the sky? So when all these taking place in the Yagasala, at that time, Nabhasi in the sky, prajalpatam, the Devadegal was sancharikaradu. They were traveling along the sky and talking among themselves. Prajalpatam, talking among themselves, conversing among themselves. Kesharanam, the various Devadegal who were traveling in the sky, talking among themselves, through their speech. Okay? Prajalpatam Kecharanam. Because they were saying, yeah, we are going to this yagam. It is so beautiful. They were talking among themselves. From that speech, from that conversation, Pitru Yajna Mahotsavam, Pituhu, our fathers. Yajna Mahotsavam, the great Utsavam, the Maha Utsavam of Yajna, that his father is doing. Dakshayani Sati Devi, Dakshayani, the daughter of Daksha, Sati Devi. Up to that point, the first lokam is. So she heard, she had not been invited. She didn't know. She got to know because she heard the Devadegal who were traveling in the sky, going to the Yagasalai, talking among themselves that this yagam is being performed by Daksha. It is a Uttamam, Yaga Uttamam it is. It is Kratuttamam, they were saying, so beautiful. So that is what she heard. That's what she heard from them. So that is Slokam number 5. Tat upasrutya nabhasi kecharana prajalpatam. Ke charanam. Charana means traveling, going around. Chara, charam, we say, right? Chara means to move. Ka means sky. Akasam actually. Ka it is called. Ke charanam. So that is why he says sukham, dukkham. That ka it is. Why? We'll be digress just for a second. So give you the beauty, slight beauty, insight into the phenomenal beauty of Sanskrit Bhasha. Ka is sky. The akasam. Sky means that's something, it's space. So maybe better way of talking about it. And so dukkha. We say dukkha means suffering and pain and all that. Dukkha, when you add du to that atmosphere, to the environment, to the space, it becomes suffering. Sukham, the same atmosphere, same environment, same space, that ka, with su, means it is blissful, it is all good, it is pleasant. So that is how the words Sukham, Dukkham, they all come like that. So, in the sky traveling, Prajalpatam, talking among themselves, Sati Dakshayani, Daksha's daughter Sati Devi, Pitru Yajna Mahotsavam. His father's, the Mahotsava Yajnam, the great, supreme, exalted Yajnam. Okay? Up to that point, now there is no verb there. Verb comes in the next slokam. Sorry, the very first word. Tat upasrutya. Upasrutya means she heard it, listened to it. Okay? Listening to it. Sloka number 6. 6. Brajantihi sarvato digbhya upadeva varastriyah vimanayanaha sapreshtaha nishkakhantihi suvasasaha. Brajantihi sarvato digbhya upadeva varastriyah vimanayanaha sapreshtaha nishkakhantihi suvasasaha. Now, what are these Devadaigal and the Devas and the Devastrigal? The description of that. So now Sati Devi upasrutya. Now she has heard this. Sarvato digbyaha. In all, from all directions, all the disaigal, Brajanti, traveling, going, all directions they are traveling, from all directions they are coming. Brajanti, Vimanayanaha, they were traveling on what colloquially we call it as airplane, not today's modern airplane, but it's a traveling vehicle in the space. Okay, Vimanayanaha, Saha Preshtaha, Preshtaha means husband, Saha means along with the who are present along with their husbands. Nishka Kandhihi, Kantam, Nila Kantan, we say, right? So Kantam means neck. So Nishka Kandihi means in the neck they were wearing an ornament like a diadem. You know, they're wearing what we call as padakam in Tamil. So they're wearing that kind of a thing around their neck. These Strigal. Okay, the description of the Strigal continues. That Suvasasaha, wearing supreme, exalted, beautiful clothes. Okay, whether you call it sari or whatever, very nice it is. So very nicely dressed, very nicely they got wearing ornaments around their neck, along with their husband, and they were traveling on the space vehicle, on the thing, all from all directions. They were traveling, they're coming. Okay. Then next one, slokam number 7. It's continuing. Drushtva Svanilaya Lolakshihi Brishta Kundalaha Patim Bhutapatim Devam Autsukyat Abhyabhashata. Drishtva Svanilaya Lolakshihi Brishta Kundalaha Patim Bhutapatim Devam Autsukyat Abhyabhashata. So she listened to this. Devadaigal saying, talking among themselves about this yagam. Then we saw all these beautiful Deva Patnigal, beautifully dressed, wearing ornaments and beautiful clothes and all that, traveling in space vehicles from all directions. So what did she do? Then the further description comes. These the Devastrigal, Suvasataha, wearing beautiful clothes, Nishkakandihi, wearing an ornament around their neck, Lolakshihi, beautiful, Lola Akshihi. Lola means, see the eyes are, when we look at, the eyes move from side to side and moving in all directions, right? That means we are looking at everywhere. So Lola Akshihi, they were looking at every direction, that with eyes like that. Brishta Kundalaha. Kundalam you all know, right? The ear ornament. And Mrishta means very beautiful it is. Okay, so wearing beautiful kundalangal, the ear ornaments that's dangling from the ears, and eyes are all looking all around. They were so happy. Okay. Then Upadeva Varastriyaha. Upadeva Varastriyaha. That is from slokam number 6. The Vara means great, best, supreme, okay, exalted. So the various meanings. Those strigal, those ladies are not ordinary ladies. They are Upadeva Varastriyaha. They are Gandharva strigal they were. Okay. Then coming into next slokam 7. Sva-nilayabhyase. Now they were coming Sva-nilayabhyase. They were traveling in proximity to where Sati Devi was watching this. Very close to her they were traveling. Svanilaya Abhyase. Very close to where Sati Devi was. Drishtva. Seeing that. So the ears have heard the stories. The eyes have seen the beautiful parade. Everybody going so enthusiastically, so well dressed, and all the strigal beautifully dressed, beautifully decked in nice ornaments and all that. The Gandharva strigal, some of them were actually traveling very close to where she was. And she saw that. Drishtva, Autsukyat, very eagerly, enthusiastically. Bhutapatim, the master, the chief of all the Bhutangal, Devam, the Devan, Patim, and husband, to her husband, Abhyabhashata, she spoke. She spoke to her husband, who is the Deva of all the Bhutangal, and is Bhutapatim, Devam, and is also her husband, Patim. That Sivaperuman she spoke to after hearing the news about this beautiful yagam being performed by her own father, and all the Devadangal, Devadegal, Devastrigal, Gandharva Strigal, everybody was going to it, traveling on the sky. And they saw how beautifully dressed they were. And some of them were traveling very close to where she was. She saw all that. So very eagerly, she went to her husband and then spoke to him. Tat upasritya nabhasi kesharana prajalpatam sati dakshayani devi pitru yajya mahotsavam vrajantihi sarvato digbhya upadeva varastriyah vimanayanaha sapreshtaha nishkakandhihi suvasasah drishtva svanilaya-bhyase lolakshihi mrishtakundalaha patim bhutapatim devam autukyat abhyabhashata sati uvacha. Number 8. Prajapatehe te svasurasya sampratam nirjapito yajna mahotsavah kila vayam cha tatra abhisarama vamate yati arpitami vibudha vrajantihi. Sati uvacha prajapatehe te svasurasya sampratam nirjapitah yajna mahotsavah kila vayam cha tatra abhisarama vama te yati arpitami vibudha vrajantihi. Oh Vama, oh Parameswara, Vamadeva, we say, right? Te svasurasya, your father-in-law, Prajapatehe, that Daksha Prajapati, Prajapatehe, that in English Prajapatis, we put an apostrophe and an S, that is grammatically, that Prajapatiyin, okay, in Tamil, okay. So Svasurasya Prajapatehe, Te Svasurasya Prajapatehe, your father-in-law Daksha Prajapatis, Yajna Mahotsavah That Mahotsava, Maha Uttava Yagam, Sampradam, right now, Nirjapitaha Kila, it is about to, it will begin and it is going on, isn't it? Kila, isn't it? It says. Now, Artitayati, if you desire so, Vayamcha, let us also, Tatra, there, Abhisarama, let us also go there, Abhisarama, Ami, these, Vibhutaha, these various Devargal, Prajantihi, they are all going there, isn't it? She says. Says, oh Parameswara, your father-in-law, Prajapati's Mahotsava Yagam has begun and it is happening now, isn't it? If you desire, let us also go there. All these Devadegal, they are all going there, are they not? Sati uvacha Prajapatehe te Saturasya Sampradam Nirjapitaha Yajna Mahotsavaha Kila Vayam cha Tatra Abhisarama Vama Te Yati Artita Ami Vibudha Vrajantihi. Slokam number 9. Tasmin Bhaginyo Mama Bhartrubihi Sakaihi Dhruvam Gamishyanti Suhrut Idrikshavaha Aham cha Tasmin Bhavata Abhikamaye Sahopanitam Paribarham Arhitum. Tasmin Bhaginyo Mama Bhartrubihi Sakaihi Dhruvam Gamishyanti Suhrut Idrikshavaha Aham cha Tasmin Bhavata Abhikamaye Sahopanitam Paribarham Arhitum. Tasmin, in that Yagam, Mama Bhaginyaha, my sisters, Suhrut Idrikshavaha. Suhrut means well-wishers. Okay, we call it friends loosely. Okay, and true well-wishers. Idrikshavaha, desiring to see them, desiring to see the all their well-wishers, the friends. Right, we call them friends today. Mama Bhaginyaha, my sisters, desirous of seeing their suhrut, their friends. Sakaihi, Bhartrubihi, with their husbands. Dhruvam, certainly. Gamishyanti, they will go there to that Yagam. Why? Because they all want to see all their friends, suhrut. And so they will be going there along with their husbands, all my sisters. First point. Tasmin, in that Yagam, Upanitam, and that is in the last part of the slokam. Okay, Saha Upanitam Paribarham Arhitam. Okay, the last one. Tasmin, in that Yagam, Upanitam Paribarham, as a Yagam is conducted appropriately, what we call as respectful offerings. We call it as in our Tamil language, in marriages and all that, we say Sirvarisai, if you know what I mean. Okay, that kind of a thing. That is what Paribarham means. So Upanitam means that has been brought and given. Tasmin, in that Yagam. Bhavata Saha, along with you, Arhitum Abhikamaye, to accept it. Along with you, I desire. Abhikamaye, I desire. What does it say? Swami, in that Yagam, these Bhargam, Vegumanam, these appropriate offerings, Yajna offering, Yaga offering is something that is stupendous. It is extreme, very, very, very sacred it is. Sacred offerings to be given. So that will be given. So in that given, along with you, I also want to be present and receive it along with you. Bhavata saha, very important. Bhavata saha, along with you, because the offerings will be given, architam, to accept it, to receive it. Abhikamaye, I desire. Tasmin upanitam paribarham bhavata saha arhitum abhikamaye. So the whole slokam is, Swami, that one in that yagam, my sisters will be present. They're all very desirous. Come there very eagerly looking forward to their friends. They'll definitely be there, I know. And not only that, then the yaga offerings will be given. And those offerings I want to accept along with you. I desire that. That's what she says. Tasmin bhaginyo mama bhartrubihi sakaihi dhruvam gamishyanti sugrut idrukshavaha aham cha tasmin bhavata abhikamaye sah upanitam paribarham arhitum. Number 10. Tatra sasrurmenanu bhartrusammita matrishvasruh klinnadhiyam cha mataram drakshye chirotkandamana magarshibhihi unniyamanam cha mridha advaradvajam. Slokam number 10. Tatra sasrurme nanu bhartru sammita matrushvasruh matru sasruh. Same way, sasrurme sasruhu matruhu sasruhu. Okay, we'll come to that in a minute. Klinnadiyam cha mataram Drakshye chirotkantamana maharshibhihi unniyamanam cha mridha advaradvajam. Advaradvajam. Now, this is a bit more new words are here. So, let us, Bhagavan says, take up padangal. Tatra sasruhu me nanu bhartruh sammita matruh sasruhu klinna dhiyam cha mataram drakshye chirot kanta chira utkanta manaha maharshibhihi unniyamanam cha mridha adhara vajam. Tatra sasruhu me nanu bhartruh sammita matruh sasruhu klinna dhiyam cha mataram drakshye chira utkanta manaha magarshibhihi unniyamanam cha mridha adhara vajam. So Mridha is another name for Sivadharma. Mridha, previously the Vamadeva, Mridha, we see in Rudram all this comes. So Sivadharma name. Tatra, in that yagam, Bhartruhu Sammitaha me sasruhu. Bhartruhu Sammitaha, equal in all aspects to their husbands, me sasruhu, my sisters, Klinna dhiyam, without any worries or difficulties, no sufferings in their mind. Dhiyam, in their mind, in the klinna, without any difficulties, without any sufferings and all that. Klinna dhiyam, it's klinna, not adhiyam. So, not aklinna dhiyam. So, klinna dhiyam means, we continue that again with the beginning. Bhartru sammitaha me sasruhu, equal in all aspects to their husbands. Me sasruhu, my in Tamil we say Koda Pirandavar, right? That sasruhu means one born along with. So my sisters, Klinna dhiyam mataram cha, Klinna dhiyam. Klinna means difficulties, suffering, sad. Dhiyam, the mind is occupied by that. That is mataram cha, my mother. My mother is suffering because obviously she's been separated from her daughters and all that too. That is now prasuti. Matram cha Maharshibihi Unniyamanam. Maharshibihi, by the various Maharshigal, Unniyamanam Adhara Dvajam. Unniyam means we say, Dvajam means flag. Unniyamana means we say flag raising, the flag raising ceremony we call it, right? So Unniyamana means to raise it up to very high so everybody can see it. What is the flag that the Maharshigal raise? It is Adhara Dvajam. Adhara means one of sacrifice. And that is the flag that Maharshigal will always raise up. No point of acquisition and wealth and all that. So it is always sacrifice, always sacrifice. That sacrifice, the flag of sacrifice, they are exalting. It does not mean literally they are raising a flag. The yagam is being performed with one objective, sole primary objective, and the only objective is sacrifice. Not only by the Maharishigal, but the mantrangal, this is yajnam. The yajna purushan is what they offer to. And attendees, everybody, to promote the attitude and the paradigm shift towards sacrificing, not towards acquiring. This is the fundamental teaching, and bringing that teaching out primarily in a very prominent manner. Maharshivihi Unniyamanam Adhara Dvajam. So my mother will be there. My sisters also will be there along with their husbands. And this flag of sacrifice that is being exalted and being promoted so primarily, promoted is the wrong word, advertised is the wrong word. The Unniyamana means that is the putting in the most exalted position, primary, that is. Like if you have darshan of Kanchi Paramacharya, for example, what comes to your mind very first is sacrifice. He's not holding a flag in his hand, but that sacrifice is what immediately the message that's conveyed is. That is Unniyamanam, the best. So Chirot Kandamanaha. Chirot means for a very long time. Kandamanaha, in my mind, I've been having this desire for a very long time. Drakshiya Nanu, will I not be able to see that? Because I've been desiring to see this. So Drakshiya Nanu, will I not see this? When you go to the yagam, she says, Tatra svasrurme nanu bhartruhu sammita matruhu svasruhu klinna diyam cha mataram drakshye chirotkantamana maharshibihi unniyamanam cha mridha adbharadvajam. Our time is up for today. We'll continue with Bhagavan's grace tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om.